wanna stay, you wanna stay, and I just know I wanna go away. I wanna go away. I wanna go away, and I just know I wanna go away.
And I just know I wanna go away. I wanna go away. stay, and I just wanna go away.
All right. I think it's all good. All right. Guess I'll head out. I don't know. Hi, Sandy. I don't know if you're still watching ads or not. I assume that's what the emote was for. I'm sorry for the ads. The first one you got was a pre-roll because oh, now they're over. The first one I guess you got when you said ads were pre-rolls because I hadn't ran ads yet. If I don't manually do it, it waits until I'm live for like a minute and then it runs them, which is fine because it was going to take me that long to set up the phone and everything. Oh, hi, Ketsy. Yeah, you made it right at the beginning. Just started. How are you doing today? Yeah, I'm excited about it. It's great weather. Ah, okay, cool. Yes, 55, so it's pretty warm and sunny. It's like a very nice day. So I guess I'm not sure how far. I think I'm about 25 minutes away, so drive about 25 minutes. And then hike for however much daylight there is. Or however long I feel like it. Probably until it gets dark. Wait, what? I assume you mean it feels like that? I hope you don't mean you literally haven't seen the sun in years. Hi, Mr. Winnie Cat. You're here like early also. I've only been live for a few minutes. Also, I hope you're having a nice day, Sandy, if you're still there. I assume you're about to go to bed because it's late there. Yeah, it's been not very nice weather, and then there's 3 days in a row of it's supposed to be nice tomorrow also. Nice yesterday. Well, yesterday it started out cold and like it would rain that morning and cloudy. But yesterday evening the sun came out and it was nice today and it's supposed to be nice tomorrow. Eating dinner in a recliner, watching, oh nice. Just chilling, pretty much. you can see the mountains good today. Thought you'd be able to. It's pretty clear. So I had thought about not starting until I got into the mountains, but I thought there'd be probably some nice views here, so I figured I'd go ahead and stream the drive. Most of the leaves are dead, but there's still some over there that are a little yellow. They're starting to turn brown. There's still some color. What's that truck? It says facility services, but there's what looks like Bigfoot carrying a toolbox on the side. Like, I guess that's their logo. Oh yeah, so that mountain right in front with all the antennas on the top, that's Tiger Mountain. I still want to go hike up it someday. I think I need to get my legs a little more used to hiking though before I try to do that, which is why I haven't yet, because it's I think it's like 2,000 feet. Hi fish. How are you doing? You just wake up recently? Or maybe you've been up for a while but hadn't really done anything yet? Training walk. Is that like wearing a weighted backpack? Like carrying a lot of weight? I assume maybe? To train yourself to, like, carry a pack? Ah, okay. Oh, dang. Maybe I should do a training walk. Put weights in my backpack. You know, make it even heavier. Yeah, and then if you get really thirsty, you can just drink your water. That is useful, actually, carrying something useful. Instead of just, like, actual weights. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know, when I first started, like, IRL streaming, like, I used to go on long hikes, and I'd take, like, a couple liters of water and some food. It was about the only weight I would take. And then when I first started, and then I kind of didn't do any walking, or at least not enough that I brought, like, really any weight. So when I first started IRL streaming, that I wasn't used to hauling that much weight. So, like, the first, like, few long ones I did actually made my shoulders kind of sore. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure exactly what a gallon was. But, like, my like you said, training, like, 40 pounds. My backpack doesn't weigh anywhere close to 40 pounds. But when I first started hauling it around, it would make my shoulders a little bit sore. Now I can go, wear the thing around for like 6 hours, and it doesn't bother me at all. I wonder how much weight I'd have to put in it to make my shoulders tired. And then, I mean, obviously more weight would be tiring on my legs. Hi, let's go. Oh, well, my backpack has a belt. I don't usually use the belt just with my streaming stuff in it. Like, it can just hang on my shoulders and it doesn't bother me at all. But, like, it depends on where I'm going, what backpack I take and stuff. The one I have my stuff in today is a, like, actual hiking backpack with a metal frame and belt and everything. So I could put, like, most of the weight on the belt or spread it out. And it's a super pretty day. Oh. Yeah, I just figured you'd want to take it down also. Is that not considered a good workout, hauling all the weight down? Like, I know going down is harder on your knees than going up, but I figured, I figured I just don't walk good, like, very well. Like, I figured you should be able to walk going down and it'd be the same on your knees as going up. As far as if you're, like, trying to, like, push yourself and get a good workout. Yeah, that's usually, I'm not, even, like, now, like, if I was talking about, like, going up Tiger Mountain, like, Haven't done that yet because it's like, I think it's like 2,000 feet elevation gain. Yeah, I mean, I know that. Like, it bothers my knees, but my knees, I think, get bothered more than most people. I just figured if you were trying to do a workout, you'd want to haul the stuff down also, because that would also, like, make you stronger. But is that, like, considered bad? Like, maybe makes you stronger, but it brutalizes your joints also, so it's better just to work your stuff out going up and then pour the water out? It doesn't look windy. Like, I don't see the trees blowing around, but it feels windy. Like blowing the car around. Oh, I do see some of the pine trees. I guess most of the other trees. Yeah, it is pretty windy right there. I was like, going up that hill is something like really feels like it's just blowing me all over the place. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why I was curious, because I just figured if you're gonna like carry 40 pounds uphill, you just go carry it downhill also and get the most workout you can done. But yeah, like that would probably be something maybe nicer for me to try, because I don't have a problem going up hills. My knees just can't handle going down the hills. So. And I'm, don't want to hike really, really long stuff like up Tiger Mountain that's like 2,000 feet elevation gain, because then you have to go back down, and I'm worried about my legs holding out to go all the way back down. Since I haven't hiked anything close to being that high in a long time. If I don't like work my way up and know that they can. I mean, I know they could handle it, but they might be like swollen up and really sad by the way down. So maybe I should do some short hikes with weight and just pour the water out, and then I can go downhill with no weight, and that would, be easier to get a good workout in, and really brutalize my legs going uphill, and not have to ruin them going downhill. Milky Way. There's a milk truck. But yeah, that's cool. I didn't really think about gallons of water, but could definitely take some gallons of water. I don't know if... I could probably fit like 2 gallons of water in my pack, actually. Maybe I could fit 3. If I really cram them in there. Problem with gallons of water, at least if they're actually gallon-sized ones, are they're really bulky, so it's hard to fit that many in one pack. But I do have a decent-sized pack. And it expands pretty well. Yeah, which would be a lot compared to the almost nothing. Like I don't know what my streaming stuff weighs. I said like 15 pounds or something before. I don't think it actually weighs that much. After I went and weighed my battery packs, and they're only I think they're only like 1.5 or 2 pounds a piece. And there's 2 of them, so that's 5. And then just whatever the pack and the rest of the stuff weighs. It all together probably only weighs like 10 pounds. So if I'm used to just hauling 10 pounds around, then, yeah. 17 to 25 would probably be a good like step up. Oh, look, there's snow up there on the mountains. I wonder if I went all the way up to the pass if it would be snowy. 2 o'clock. I could go hiking all the way up at the pass, but I wouldn't have as much time before it gets dark. I was planning on driving like 2 more exits up or something like that. Oh. Yeah, mine has little bitty side pockets on each side. Not enough for gallon water jugs, but enough for something that, you know, to put some weight on. And has some straps, I could hang stuff on it. Could actually probably hang some gallons on them. Oh, that would look weird hiking though, of gallon water jugs hanging on your pack. So, I had kind of planned on hiking that trail that we went rock climbing off of before, because that was a really nice trail, and there's a yeah, that's pretty heavy, and there's a nice like overlook you can hike up to. Yeah. Think I should do that or go up to the pass and see if there's snow. So it gets dark in like a little over 2 hours. So if I went up to the pass, that's probably like an extra 20 minutes of driving. So it'd be 20 minutes less walking I could do. Anyone have opinions? They'd both be really, really pretty. I had thought about it and couldn't really decide which I wanted to do. But anyone? The top of the mountains look snowy, so I don't think it'd be snowy at pass level, but it'd probably be a lot of snow you could see higher up from there. If I went up there, I would walk the Pacific Crest Trail. Crosses the interstate at like the first Snoqualmie Pass exit, so I'd probably go there and just walk up the PCT a ways and then turn around. I've done part of that before, it's really pretty, but the rock climbing trail is super pretty also. Probably, yeah. I don't have that much time, many more weeks to go hike up at the pass before it snows in for the winter and you can't hike. I guess that would be the only reason to choose that. Other than that, yeah, like more hiking is better. So it seems like a better plan to, when I have limited time today, go someplace closer and go, you know, drive all the way up there one day if I could like start early. I guess it depends on if there's a day that I get to come out here before it snows in, but you know, I could always go hike in the snow. Yeah, and you can rent snowshoes. The bike trail that I've rode up there that goes along the lake, you can get not really. That's why I was asking. I don't really both of them would be fun, so I thought, well, maybe I'll just ask people which they prefer. They're both trails I've been on before, and they're both probably about the same difficulty of hiking. And I don't know if you'd be able to see snow up on the pass or not. It would just basically, I don't know if that would actually be any better. It's like maybe just if you want to watch more driving and less hiking, or more hiking and less driving. Because the pass sounds cooler, but I think they're both like equally pretty and everything. And it is so windy, or at least it feels windy right here. I don't really see it in the trees, but like it tries to freaking blow your car into the other lane. Alrighty, I guess I don't know if the parking lot I'm planning on parking at is going to be full, so I guess I'll pull off the interstate, and if I can find parking, I'll hike where we've gone rock climbing. If I can't, I'll go on up, because it's a larger parking lot up at the pass, and there'll probably be less people and easier to find parking. I'm pretty sure it's the next exit, unless I'm mistaken. I'm getting back over. And this is where you really start climbing. You can tell from all the trucks over there. They're having a hard time getting up the hill. Oh yeah, right here. So it should be next exit. I think it's right around the corner. I don't really want to, yeah it is. Don't want to go up and dive in front of the truck. Oh, I would have had plenty of time, but I didn't want to be rude. There's quite a bit of snow up there on the top of the mountains. So the PCT I was talking about, I could go up. You could probably walk up into the snow, because I assume the ridge it goes over has snow up on the top. Oh, the other nice thing about down here is going to be warmer, like quite a bit warmer. It's still 52 according to my car, and I'm guessing at the pass it's probably like 45 or something. Or it might be low 40s. I'm going to stop on the way. There's a nice waterfall up here where the river goes kind of down, a little waterfall that you can walk to. That's right off the road. Before I actually go to the trailhead for hiking. Now the car says it's 50 degrees. Still not too bad. About as warm as it was yesterday, or maybe warmer actually. Park closes at dusk. Stop, pay here. Tree cutting prohibited. Now I have a Discover Pass, so I don't need to pay. So you can park back there and there's a trail that goes along the river. Or you can drive up here and there's another parking lot closer to the falls. I'm going to do that. Because you get to walk along the river just a little bit on the other trail. I'm gonna just go up to the falls today so I have more time to walk the other trail. There's a lot more cars up there here than I thought there would be. At least there's a few that I can see. The part back there was just deserted. Oh, it's still only like 2, but so that right there says handicap parking. Where else do you park? Just maybe all this is supposed to be. Well, no, I guess there's a couple spots that aren't really like where they parked. I should just go back and park over in front of that other car because there's plenty of room there. Oh, and there's the trail that it comes down. Which I think there's plenty of room there. And look how windy it is right now. We're down in the valley and it's all mega windy. So don't park in front of the gate. I can just park right here and there's plenty of room for cars to get by. Let me use a phone's mic since I have to unplug the. Wait, what was it using? Because it just said it switched to the phone's mic. Oh, it must have disconnected and reconnected when I turned the car off because it stopped being powered. I was planning on using the phone's mic when I go hiking, but if it's this dang windy, I probably don't want to because it doesn't cut out the wind as well. What is it using? Verizon, okay. Alright, just get my 2 phones. Good. Siri, is the audio stuttering? It probably is. I've done this before and figured out that if I hit the power button and Siri tries to talk to me, it messes up the mic and then I have to restart the app. Alright, let me restart the app real quick. Alright, cool. So this is a hydroelectric place. So they take the water out up there and then they put it back in right down here. And there's a waterfall up here. So I think they take the water out before the waterfall. So I guess if they're not running the hydroelectric thing, there'd be more water coming down. There's still, you know, decent amount. Nice. I'm gonna walk into the river over here. Decided I'm gonna go on a walk. I thought you were already deciding you were gonna go on a walk. Like a training walk or whatever. Looks beautiful, nice place. Yeah, it's really pretty here. So it tells about it. I might read that when I come back up. Here, go down here. I don't know if you can see the falls from here. Oh, okay, yeah, you were just thinking about you probably would. Yeah, so here is where they put the water back in. Now I should go up my other jacket because I'm starting to freeze now. I can't hold the phone still if I start shivering. Because I had it really warm in the car, and it's not that cold out here. It's like 50, but I have a really, really thin jacket on and it's really windy. Yeah, so you can't see the falls, but river still, look at how clear the freaking river is. Like you can see the bottom like everywhere. Alright, let's go back up and look at the plaque thing, read about this, and then Weeks Falls Hydroelectric Project. Huh. And maybe go look at the waterfall again. There was some other people came out, and I thought I would come over here also and I won't be out here very long. But yeah, I'm gonna take it on the longer hike. Weeks Falls Hydroelectric Plant. This building is part of a hydroelectric power plant. Inside, water drives turbines producing up to 5 megawatts of electricity. This is enough to serve 800 King County homes. Hydropower without a dam. Upstream of Weeks Falls, a low adjustable, whatever that word is, weir or something. It looks like spanning something, maybe spanning the river, forming a pool. Water is drawn from the pool into a 600-foot long underground tunnel which connects to this powerhouse. If water is flowing out of the concrete channel below, then electricity is being generated. If not, then there probably isn't enough water in the river both to generate power and to protect fish living in the river. Rainbow cutthroat trout and skullpine maybe live around Weak Falls. Geologists have determined how much water these fish need to thrive and reproduce here. This amount of water is always left in the river, and only when additional water is available can the power plant operate. But conditions such as these in screening to prevent fish from entering the turbine, fish and hydropower will successfully coexist. Interesting. So they always have the same amount flowing down, it looks like. Yeah, so they don't go into the oh, right here, fish screening structure. I guess so they don't go in through the turbines and get, murdered. So that's cool. So it's not a dam. It's just like kind of one that makes the water pool up so it'll run into here. Here's the fish passage. Interesting. Trash rack catches large debris and logs, and then fish screen prevents fish from entering tunnel shaft. And then that screens them out, and there's a ramp that guides them up, and then there's a fish passage where they can get over. That's kind of cool. And it's not a dam, it's just a little, like I guess there's something across the river that makes the water pool up enough to go into there, but I guess it's not considered a dam. Like, it doesn't make a whole lake. I didn't understand that part really well, because part of I don't know how to pronounce whatever word it called it, and then the next word was marked out. Like the plaque was damaged. So you can't see that, but it looks kind of flat up there. So I guess like right up there is kind of the pool, and they take the water out, and then it flows down here. To basically take it out at the top of the falls and put it back in at the bottom. And then they leave enough water going down them where the fish can get up and down. Anyway, that's cool. I've come here one time in the winter when it was raining, so I didn't stay here very long. And if I remember right, there was so much water coming down the river because it had just rained like really hard the whole day before that like all of that was covered. And it was just like a roaring torrent of water, like just roaring down. It was actually, it was that year that I fractured my kneecap. So, I was excited about trying to see the leaves in the mountains, and that was still when before I got the MRI done and everything, and I had to like walk with crutches. I think it was for that. It might have been after that, where I just hadn't done a physical therapy where I could walk. And so Viral drove me into the mountains, because I couldn't really drive then either, because it, like, my legs are too long. I can't really drive with my left leg. Like, I can't cross it over across my right leg and actually get it like, I can't get it from the gas pedal to the brake pedal. Not easily. Not enough where I wouldn't just crash if someone stopped fast in front of me. So basically I couldn't drive because I drove to my other knee. Killed me too bad. So there was one rainy day on the weekend. Viral wasn't doing anything and drove me into the mountains. And we stopped here. So we parked like just right here, and then I walked over there with crutches. It was like the only walking I did that day. But it was kind of raining pretty bad here. So, it's nice going and seeing it where you're not getting soaked, is I guess what I was getting at. That was in 2023, blah.
Video mode. Recording started. Wi-Fi is on.
And I just hadn't come back here since then. I think every time I've been streaming here and thought about coming back here and showing the falls, I've either had a bike on my car and I didn't really want to leave it sitting here, or by the time I was like coming back or something, it was dark. Alright, so on to the hike. Oh, now my car says 47. It might have just said it was 50 because it was warm from driving down the road. I don't know. Or either it's cooling off. It is cloudy here now and windy. I don't know if the sun's behind the cloud or if the sun is just behind the mountain from here. But I pretty much warmed up enough just standing there, so I'll be good with a jacket hiking up a mountain. Supply. Huh. I wonder what they're delivering. I was assuming first maybe it's propane or something, but like it's not from any, like, it's just White Swan Farm Supply. Sunny over there on the mountain. I think it's just literally the sun's low enough this late in the day and this time of year that it's just behind the mountain here. Unmarked police SUV. I think they even had a normal tag. Just cruising along. But they had a bumper. It was obviously a police or something. Somebody. And a light on the side. Oh, right here on the side of the road. Yeah. This is, I guess, the top of the power plant. Danger river access closed. Oh! Yeah, you can see the little mini dam there where they take the water out. Where are all these dump trucks going? For this just being a little road on the side of the interstate with hiking on it, I've seen, I saw a dump truck earlier before I went to the park. It has a lot of dump trucks on it. I would expect to see none, and I've seen 3. You don't actually have to hike that far up to get to the snow. If I made it all the way up to the top, well, I actually do. I don't know if the top, I can't really tell how high this is. That might be Mailbox Peak, which is, I think, where you can go. People go up this trail to get to, and it is a really tall trail. But yeah, I mean, it sinks, and I'm in the valley, and it's really windy in the bottom of the valley, and then I guess cold. All right, so here it is. There's nobody here, hardly. Plenty of parking. Heck yeah. Guess I'll just park in the paved part. No authorized vehicles behind this point. Oh, that's that road that goes up to, it's like a fire training place or something. All right, let me put all my stuff in my pack. I'm going to take my wireless mic because, so windy, if the phone picks up, I might need to use it. Yeah. We got, I think, the last couple of gravel spots over there, and then I think there were people that, where it was even, that were already parked down the road, going back down to the interstate. I expected it to be about that busy, or this late in the day, maybe not that busy, but at least, all the paved parking be full. But it's yeah, there's just basically nobody here compared to when you were here and we went climbing. Oh, that's good timing. I can start them early also, but I gotta plug this up. Oh yeah, about ads. I had been planning on turning the ads off when I did IRL streams because I can just stop what I'm doing so people don't miss nice views. And I kept forgetting to do it. But I was looking. I'll hike up at least to where we went, and I'll probably hike out to the crag because that's a really nice overlook, and the trail going up there, so there's another overlook on the actual hiking trail higher up, so I guess it depends on how high up I go. I might go out to Sunshine Slab. I think that's what it was called, unless I am planning on just going higher up and don't want to walk out that little trail that wasn't hardly a trail. But I'll at least go up to it. I should have plenty of time. And it was like a really nice view. We'll probably do all this. Is there any? Yeah, there is T-Mobile service here. Okay, so I should take my big modem. Yeah. And then stay some before and after so people can at least see them. But yeah, I was looking at the stats or whatever, and I assume it doesn't count people as viewers if they get a pre-roll unless they sit through the pre-roll. Because if I look at like a stream, like how many people's clicked on it, like unique viewers, like not like average view, but how many unique viewers I've had show up. The ones when at least I've looked back since I started running ads, the ones where I run ads, there's a lot more people that show up. It's like when I don't run ads and they have to watch a pre-roll, it's like over half the people are just like, screw this, and they go watch someone else, which is what I would do. So that's understandable. Because if I didn't really think I wanted to watch the person and I click on their stream and I get an ad, it's like, screw that, I'll go click on someone else. Because most people run ads. So if you find a stream and you have to watch an ad to begin with, there's no point in doing that unless you really want to watch it. Because you can just go find someone else. And most likely whoever else you click on, you're not going to have to watch an ad right at the beginning. So that kind of checks out. So if I wanted to make it, accessible for like where new people would want to show up, not having the ads will make them more likely to show up, and then they might stay if I'm, not boring, basically. So it's a little Beat Saber. I really like it because like it just gives me a good reason to take a break and go get water and stuff and not dehydrate. IRL is a little more annoying, but I don't know. I hadn't really decided that I didn't want to run one. Basically, since most people run them, you kind of want to, unless you just want to basically run off new people. Like, make it not nice for them to watch. So I kind of thought I'd just like, whenever they run, I'll just like sit down outside of the trail and maybe I can stretch my legs or something. That's probably be good for, hiking.
Recording stopped.
Right. So I got that turned on and that running. I'll go around and get the phone out and put my other jacket on. Yeah, like yesterday, I started to stop when the ads were running one time, and it was when it was almost dark, and I was just walking up that hill, and I had something else I wanted to show people, but like I was trying to get up to it, and I started to stop, and I'm like, wait, why am I stopping? There's nothing here that it really matters if anyone misses. I'm just trying to walk up to the nicer area. So that's what I was thinking also. If it's just like boring part of the trail, just keep going. If it's a nice part of the trail that people would actually care about seeing. Yeah, then I'd stop and, you know. Wait, hold on just a minute. Hello. There we go. I was wanting to make sure you could actually see my pass from the outside of the car, and my multiple cell phone mounts weren't in the way. All right. Good to go then. Let me turn the phone around. Right, there we go. So it's like an hour. Oh, this is where all the dump trucks are going. So they have that gate open going up the road to the fireplace or whatever, and they're just driving up there. So that, and they have to drive on the other you can't get on the interstate here, so you have to go down the road to the other exit to get on and off the other way. So that's why they're all going by where I was driving at. They're just heading back in towards Seattle. Hiking time. Let's stick my battery pack on here so my phone doesn't start dying. It's already a little low. I had it plugged up to that hub, and I guess it wasn't getting enough power from the car to actually keep it charged all the way. Not these, no, they're only hiking trails. There's a trail on the other side of there's a rail trail on the other side of the valley that goes up along the interstate that I've ridden on before. It's really pretty. So there's stuff in this valley you can ride, just not these specific trails. So it's, I have like a little over an hour and a half to walk. So I'm gonna have to walk pretty fast to get up to any nice overlooks, I think. I don't remember how long it took us to get up there and back before, but also we walked really slow because I remember that's when my knee was still so bad that I couldn't hardly walk. Yeah. Well, there's quite a few single track bike trails that you can also hike on. It just depends on the trail system. Most of them maybe are exclusive to biking, but it's mostly exclusive to hiking, and then you have the single track bike trails, and I think maybe like a third of them are, you know, biking and hiking or whatever. Hello. Ooh, walk right out here, I guess, and see the creek, the river. It's really cool. remember this being pretty before seeing the river. Huh. I guess maybe so, yeah. If I'm thinking about the actual, like... So, I guess the only single fact I can think about right now is... Oh no. So there's, like Duthie Hill, where I mountain biked last week. That's only bike riding. It's like, yeah, bike exclusive. But Tiger Mountain... Oh, hi Daniel. Hi. Welcome everybody. Oh, that's the bike trail I was talking about up there. Welcome everyone. That along the power line, that's a Rails for Trail bike trail. Yes. Hi Lisa, and hi Daniel, hi Mochi. How was your stream? You were playing Beat Saber. Okay, I figured you were probably doing Beat Saber. But I have seen you... I have seen... Alrighty. Well, I hadn't touched any water. I'll find some water at some point. Yeah, welcome everyone. I hope you had a nice stream. I was trying to remember which day this was, if this is Thursday. I didn't know if it was a multiplayer one, but it's Wednesday. I just remembered that. But thank you for your raid. And hi, Syria. Yeah, but I mean, I could walk down all those rocks over there and get to it. Yeah. Awesome. It's so windy, it just blew a bunch of rocks or something off of the... Like, fine. I'll touch grass and I'll go touch water. Will that make you happy? Actually, I shouldn't yell fine that much either, because there's people walking up here. No, I hadn't yet. Have you seen fish here before?
No, I'm from North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
So I just saw the trail, so decided to take a little break and get some exercise.
Oh, nice. Yeah, this is a pretty area.
You live here?
Huh?
Are you from here?
I grew up in Georgia, but I've lived here for like 3 years. Or 4 years, I guess now. Yeah. Yeah, it's really pretty. Yeah. So that guy said he's traveling from North Carolina. He was asking me if I'd seen any fish. Right here. So here's the grass touching. I touched, as they say, a blade of grass. Don't get blown in. No, it's so windy. That's true. There's a hole with dedication. Okay, fine. Look, here's some grass. Here's some moss. Yeah, well, especially in the summer. I mean, Seattle's a really, really popular tourist area. I don't know that this is tourist time of the year, so, you know, maybe he's traveling for work or something. Well, maybe that's mostly what it is. Well, I mean, it's pretty easy to climb down all of this. Ugh. Wait, are you guys saying you didn't actually need me to climb all the way down here? Am I needlessly doing this? It is actually taking into hiking time. I probably should be walking up the mountain as fast as I can if I want to try to get up to the overlook before it gets dark. But I am curious about how cold the water. Oh, it's really cold. It's cold out here anyways. It's not like really cold, but I think it's down in the 50s. Probably. Like, it's definitely not like 40-degree water. Right, but yeah, see, I touched grass and now some nice cold mountain river water. It's probably, a lot of it's probably snow melt. Okay, yeah, it's definitely splashing more of it. It's definitely not in the 40s. Nice. There's wait, why did I have to find a flat rock? I don't know how to skip rocks in the creek, in water. I never learned this. I remember trying it some when I was a kid, but I don't know how to throw them right to do it, really. And there are a lot of rocks here, but I'll try one. Well, dang it. That one's not actually flat. This is the flattest one I've found. Really. Dang it. It just went in. Alright. It's time to go hiking. I didn't think that one was flat enough, really. But it was the fastest, the first one I found. The sock. I would be tempted to get the sock to carry it out so it's not just sitting there littering. But if I do that, I'll do it on the way back, where I don't have somebody's sock in my backpack. Uh-oh. Truck's coming. Yeah. Oh, he's waiting for me. It's out the one. Huh? Oh, paladin or a mage? I mained a paladin when I played World of Warcraft. It has... Yeah. Oh yeah, we were talking about snow earlier. There's some snow right there on the... at the top of the... Yeah. I mean, he could have gotten by me, but I would have had to get at the edge of the bridge, and the railing's not really, the railing's too short. Oh. No, here, something like that, unless the person's just being a jerk, they'd wait. Because, like, especially a big truck, people get scared with like trucks going by them, and it'd be easy for someone to lose their balance with a dump truck going by them and like fall off the bridge. I mean, it wouldn't be easy, but it could happen. Usually bridges that are like really made for walking, they have Hello. They have like railings high enough that you can't fall over. But yeah, I mean, I've watched Europeans drive on their narrow roads. Americans can't drive like that. Like, people would be utterly terrified of some of those roads. And Americans also aren't used to cars driving right beside them. So, I have two 27,000 milliamp battery packs. What? Especially roads that I grew up on in the Southeast driving on. I haven't hardly found any roads that curvy and stuff here. So Seattle people would be terrified driving the stuff that I grew up driving. Like, Beryl hasn't ever drove that kind of stuff. Like, we'll go places sometimes and I'll be flying around curves in the mountains and she'll start getting scared because, like, she's never even seen a road that curvy, like on the top of, on whether there's a cliff on the side of the road, and I'm just like, oh, it's nothing. What? Wait, did you really? Or are you trolling? Because I don't actually know. I live in the U.S., the Pacific Northwest. Oh. What? No, I live in the U.S. I mean, I do stay up really late, and my sleep schedule probably makes me seem like I'm from Australia. Because I'm awake. I used to be awake late, I go to bed earlier now. It used to be even worse. Like, I'd go to bed. No, I just sometimes don't go to bed until 4 a.m. So it might, probably does actually seem like I'm an Australian if I'm awake, in the evening their time. Wait, do I sound like... Mostly I was just surprised. I don't think I sound like an Australian. But you don't really hear any people in the Southeast you don't really hear people on the internet from the Southeast that have like Southeast American accents. So I probably don't sound... I don't sound like a normal American. The heck? What is... I just wear a regular, it's like a... That's what I was wondering, like, what? Like, I'm not sure if I think I understand what he's trying to say. Well, oh my goodness. No, I have like a 20-liter backpack. I think it's like a 20-liter. Man, I guess we know how Daniel goes backpacking. That's what I thought I knew what that abbreviation stood for slightly, but I was not about to ask. I was just like, what? If that's just what I think it is, I can't believe you'd say that. But I'm not going to ask and find out. Oh, I forgot. I didn't start the overlay, so the mileage isn't updating. Let me do that real quick. Wait, is it really? Is it an actual, like, legit clothing style? Okay, I think I'm being trolled still. Well, this hillside was in the sun, but now the sun is behind the hill there and the mountain there enough that I guess I won't be in the sun any today. Same or something, if I understand this right. Dinner here, Lily. Hello. What? I still haven't figured it out with the experience point thing, but what was I supposed to look at? Man, look at this stump right here, how big this tree used to be compared to all the ones that are growing here now. I've played World of Warcraft, so I got the Rogue or Paladin, but I've never played any I mostly don't like RPGs. Really? Where were the bandits? Yeah, I don't actually play enough RPGs to know how to play along, to understand the stuff instead of being what? Yeah. I guess that's all the stuff that got logged. There's a bunch of big stumps around here. It's like that trees are growing on a stump. There's like a big stump right there. And the other one I just walked by. I actually don't know. But you would ask that. If anyone asked if the ferns are edible, it would be you. The eat seaweed off the beach person. Oh, see, here's an old log. It is crazy. You have a lot of trees here that are growing out of stumps. One of the parks I've gone to, they had plaques that told about them and I read about them. Basically, it's hard for the trees to grow. Like from all the ferns and stuff. So it's more likely for like, a lot of times trees will survive growing out of the stump that just wouldn't have survived the other way. Like you'd think it'd be hard for one to grow out of a stump. But at least it can get light then. And not be like growing out of the ground under ferns, not being able to get any light. Horses don't eat beans. Don't actually really know much about what horses eat. Oh, fish. Isn't this second place we went and rock climbed at? I'll walk over here. So, I've gone rock climbing here when Fish was visiting. Fish and VGM was visiting, and Chicken lives here. I've never gone, well, I've gone fishing a couple times when I was a kid, and I kind of felt it was boring. But there was a slab right on the side of like, almost like that we climbed at with a cliff below it. And then there was this place. So yeah, this is it. See, yeah, this is the stuff that you and VGM did. I tried one of these routes right here. It does look like a stage, kind of, yeah. I don't remember what route, but I tried one of the routes here. But I had played multiplayer Beat Saber like a few days before that, and my elbow was all screwed up. So I didn't really get to climb much. I couldn't climb more than like a few, like maybe halfway up before my arms just started hurting so bad that I couldn't climb. So I didn't really do anything hardly. Playing multiplayer Beat Saber like right before you're planning on going climbing is not a I don't think so. The white stuff's moss on them, or either chalk, like that right there that looks white, that's the chalk from people climbing. No. Oh, look, I'm already pretty high up. Like, there's the interstate down there. So I've climbed quite a bit from, right down there. I am not licking chalk off of, rocks. That sounds horrible. You can hear some of the trees up there squeaking on each other where the wind's blowing them together. But yeah, this is one of the places we went hiking or climbing at. I'm actually making really good progress, so I'll easily be able to get up to the other one that we went to, because I don't think it's that much further than this. And I might make it up to the actual overlook, but it is getting to, what time is it? It's like an hour. It's like an hour and 10 minutes until sunset. I guess it depends on how dark I want it to be going down. Man, I have Catsy wants me to eat ferns and seaweed, and Daniel wants me to lick rocks. Going on in chat right now. Oh yeah, when I get up to the next place that we went climbing, you'll be able to see up and down the valley. It's a really nice overlook. Oh goodness. Now, Cassie's brought that up before, also eating mushrooms. I don't eat mushrooms. Definitely, or any kind. Definitely not random ones off the ground. Oh, I'm not. I had serious thoughts about trying the seaweed, but I've never had any serious thoughts at all about eating mushrooms. I assume he's hoping it's the ones that make you high or something. And I've never, ever eaten any of those in my life at all. And I have no plans to ever do that. Or if you eat like wild berries, like I've eaten blackberries on the side of like a bike trail, and they happen to be blackberries. Hello, how's it going? Like I've eaten blackberries off of a side of the trail, but I'm not gonna eat. I don't think there's any other kind of berries that grows here. So this is another climbing area that look like blackberries. There are some other kind of berries that look kind of like small blueberries. I think I've eaten some salmon berries also. So maybe you'll know, I don't know. There's some places here I've seen some like big, yeah, they grow. There's salmon berries and they grow here. They're like think usually like orange berries. Ah, I see. Okay. All right, bye Daniel. Thank you for the raid again. And yeah, it was kind of fun going down in the river and to the grass and water touching requests. Oh, you said you've never seen a hiking stream before? Did you come from the raid? Or did you randomly find an IRL category? There's probably others in IRL category, but yeah, I do about half Beat Saber and about half IRL, and that's usually either hiking or biking. So occasionally I do mountain biking streams, or mostly I ride on like paved trails, but I do mountain biking some. Ah, okay, cool. Yeah, even in the IRL category, like if you go browse it, which would be the most likely place to find them on Twitch, you don't that many, because, it's kind of hard. Anything that you do out in the woods, hiking or biking, means you're probably going to be, it's a hiking trail. And it has a bunch of rock climbing along the edge also. So people go up, hike up this to get to the climbing areas, but it also goes all the way, I think you can go up to Mailbox Peak from here. But I think that's the one. Yeah, and there's not that much outdoor stuff because like most people are in town or something, or just in their house streaming on there because you have good internet. And it's like there's a lot of really pretty trails around here that I would like to stream at, but there's no cell service. So I have to pick out the ones that have cell service. It doesn't look like it's really good here. Like the bit rate's dropping some. But yeah, I think you're more unlikely to find hiking and biking streams just because I happen to live in a place that has pretty decent cell service for a lot of it where I can stream. But a lot of people probably don't. There's just a lot of hiking around here. So, a fourth of it has decent cell service. I should take my jacket off. I'm starting to sweat too much. And I'm gonna get cold on the way down if I let myself get sweaty. You can't really tell how steep stuff is on the stream, but this is steeper than what I'm used to hiking. I can see why I had problems doing this when we went rock climbing and my knee was still bad. And my legs are burning right now. Oh, here's Sunshine Slab, I think. Okay. Oh, are you hiking and watching right now? There's mountain lions here, but I guess if you really it's, I mean, maybe more dangerous than hiking with another person, but I wouldn't say especially dangerous. Like, I'm much more likely to die in my car driving here than I am to get eaten by a mountain lion. I'm pretty sure, or a bear. So that was the hiking trail I just left. This goes out to the rock climbing we did. And I think I'll walk all the way out there. As long as you don't actually do the climbing, you don't need any gear. Just go on the trail. And it's really, this is Pacific Northwest, United States. So like northwest, Washington State, like northwest corner, like outside Seattle. It's mega freaking windy up here. Is the mic? No, the mic's not picking up too bad. If the wind's bad, somebody let me know and I'll switch mics. I have the other mic that'll I didn't climb anything here. Yeah, I didn't climb anything here. I just watched. And I tried climbing down at the other one. Alright, see? Really nice overlook. And the climbing, you just climb up this slope and back down. Okay, as long as it's not so loud that you can't, you'll be able to hear it in the other mic also. As long as it's not louder than me talking. It's probably just fine. So the bike trail I was talking about also that goes up the valley, it most of the time follows that power line. Not the high voltage one, but the smaller one you can see down there. Well, the wind is blowing me off the cliff. I'm trying to zoom in. Right here you can actually see the trail right there where it goes around the side of the hill. Just a little bit under that power line. Well, I mean, there's some people that, I have quite a few people like Europeans and people from Australia and stuff that watch me, and they don't really, I mean, they probably know more about the US than like some people or whatever, but like, I don't know. I've known a lot of people that live in the US that don't know where anything was either at all. But I try to describe it in case it's people from other countries or people that live here that just don't know anything about the other side of the country, because it is a big country. See, there's some snow, like that's snowy, and there's some snow up there, and then really snowy over there. So that's the mountain that the ski slopes are on the other side of that. And the, oh, cool. Oh, nice. So I was talking about going up the pass earlier and walking. I would have been like at the foot of those mountains. So there might have actually been snow everywhere up there. I don't know, I really wanted to walk through the snow, so that might be good that I just didn't do that. Alright, let me get my other phone and look at how much further there is to walk up to the other overlook. Because I think I should either go up, try to get up to it, or if I don't think I have enough daylight, just turn around here and take my time going down, or you know, walk somewhere else. My phone doesn't know where I'm at. Right now it does. Okay, so yeah, so this is the, wait, is this the trail? Oh no, so Mailbox Peak is a different trail. This one you can go up to Dirty Harry's Balcony, which is the highest overlook. Like, unless you go, like that it shows, unless you can hike all the way up to Dirty Harry's Peak. I think I've looked at that before, and it's like 2,000 or 3,000 feet of elevation gain. I don't remember. So let's see. So I'm at Sun Vista Slab right there. So if I walk back and I want to go up those switchbacks, there's that Dirty Harry's rest stop, which it shows it's a overlook. Like it shows a picture just like it does here. So I assume they're like a camera, so I assume there'd be a nice view. Huh. I can also go down and go up one of those other trails that cut off to one of the other climbing areas, and it also shows there's a overlook there. Well, that's not that much further up, looking at how far it was from the last climbing place in here. So I guess I'll go up to the rest stop. And let me check time real quick. 3:33. Yeah, I have like another hour. It's gonna get dark earlier here because I'm behind the mountains, but I think I can get back down in like about 30 minutes. But look at this view on last time. No, I forgot to take it. I have two phones with cameras, but I don't have a headlamp. And the two phones would be easily bright enough that I can see how to walk. I just won't be able to see, like, you know, way off into the woods. I mean, I've been walking holding one of my phones anyways, so. I have a headlamp, and I don't remember where it was at in the house. Last time I remember, I took the batteries out of it and just, I'm pretty sure it's here with me. I might have not brought it. It might be in Georgia. I might have not actually brought it up here, but I think I have it. And I thought about taking it, and then I thought, no, I have two phones. That'll be plenty of light. Yeah, maybe. Right. Don't fall down the cliff, chat. You'll stay like that. Oh. Right, hello. Bye. I needed my hands to get down that. Oh, what is the altitude? It should be pretty accurate, but I hadn't actually looked at it. Oh, okay. I wonder, well, we don't know what it was at the parking lot because I forgot to start the app down there. So also my distance hike is not accurate because I didn't start it until like a ways up the hill. It wasn't that far up the hill, but all right. So, well, I thought that was the trail. Yeah, that's the sign. Okay, where's the trail here? Oh, okay, this is it right here. That is worrying. If this trail is, some of it's clear off the trail enough that it's hard to tell where the trail's at when it's daylight, how hard is it going to be to tell where the trail's at if it's dark? Like, I definitely don't want to be here when it's too dark to see how to walk. I'm at 288 feet at Great Plains. Yeah, if I don't hike this fast, I'm just gonna turn around. That's the first switchback. I think there's 3 or 4 of them. So, shouldn't take me more than like 5 minutes to get up here. And then stay up at the top for a few minutes and then head back down. Yeah, I just looked at it. I'm only a few switchbacks. Oh, I mean, yeah, I can look at... I just been following the trail when it's dark. I have all trails, and I just looked at the map. I just didn't map out how much mileage it was up here. But I think it's 5 minutes or less of walking to get up to the next overlook. It was just all this steep switchback part. This might actually be it right here. It might have been even shorter than I wasn't sure how fast I was gonna walk up the switchbacks. My legs were burning about the time I got to the last overlook, but I stood there long enough that they feel good now. So the trail keeps going that way. I guess I gotta look on the map and see if this is what's marked as the overlook, or if it's a little ways further up. All right, you go right down here. There's 2 more switchbacks. You go this way and there's a trail that cuts off to more climbing and more overlooks. And then you go uphill 1 more step. So I'm over halfway there, so I have plenty of time for this. So, is this where the other climbing at? Right here? So it shows there's a trail that cuts off right here. I guess this is it. Or maybe not. Maybe it's right up here. Oh no, I think that's it because that's the sign right there. Huh, that's the sign for the trail. Well, according to all trails, oh, here it is. It doesn't cut off right at the corner. So that goes to some other climbing. right over there on the other side of the hill with some overlooks. But I think it'd be just looking up the valley the same way as where I was at. And then about the same distance up here, there's another overlook that I'm hoping you'll be able to see off that way. Or maybe both ways. It's like looking at the elevation gray like lines. It's right at the top of a steep area, so should have nice views. I should have taken my jacket off. I was starting to get cold, but now I'm starting to sweat again. Giant tree in the middle of the trail. Yeah, this goes up like miles and miles and miles up the mountain. I wonder what it gets like, you know, if I'm going all the way up to the tip top, I'm not even close to halfway. It looks like most of the travel is from climbers, because hello. Hi, Glue. Did you have a nice stream? Yep. It is a name. Did you have a nice stream? And thank you for the raid. Good. I'm tired. How are you? Overlook should be somewhere about right here. You know, I never set my... Wait, my heart rate's only 93? Why does it feel so high? Here, I'll turn my heart rate on. I haven't had it on. It doesn't actually feel that high. I'm just like, my legs are tired and I'm getting sweaty. Does the trail go up to the top of this? Or is that the overlook where you can't really see much because of the trees? Oh, she was just saying it's a name because I sniff glue, I think. Well, this is the overlook, I guess, from what it calls the overlook. So there is a bit of a view that way, but you can't get right there to see around the rocks. So I think it's a better view down there if I climb out on the rocks just a little bit. But this is, so I guess this is it. There's not really anything else to walk up to, or at least not that I have time. I don't have time to go all the way up to the Dirty Harry's balcony, which I kind of didn't think I would, but. I'm gonna walk down there. I might just go ahead and do it while the ads are playing, just go on the trail down to the rocks right there. And then I'll stop and drink some water, and I think you could see better there than you can here. So then I'll hang out there for a minute also. Oh, is it 8 or 9? I guess it is that old. I remember seeing stuff about Slay the Spire like years and years ago. I think I'll go ahead and head back down to the other spot. I don't want to... It's like all those rocks. I'm not going to climb all the way out on them. I assume that's part of the game. Because I don't know what you're talking about, that heart thing. It has been a good workout. My legs are going to be sore tomorrow, probably. Probably be nice for views going down, because you can see through the trees quite a bit. Alright, anyone that's not watching ads, I'm still just going to walk right down there. I won't go by any. Like I said, I was probably going to, because I'm not going by any nice views. And then I can hang out for a few minutes. This really does start looking not as much like a trail. Oops. Welcome back. Oh, I see. So not too much of a workout, but a little bit at least, maybe? Man, a lot of this trail, like, you can't hardly tell where it originally... Maybe it originally went around the tree. I must have tried to walk where I think it is supposed to go, unless you just can't freaking tell. Yeah, if I had a little more time, I'd go out there, but it's I think a little ways out there to the overlook. Well, I guess also, like, closed to all other uses. So does that mean you're not actually even supposed to walk out the trail? I guess maybe so. Oh yeah, it is a ways out there to the stuff anyways. Or that you're not supposed to. Oh, welcome back. Yes. I used to play it a lot. I haven't played it since well, when I go back and visit my parents, I'll go play disc golf with my dad still. But I bought discs out here and was gonna go with Errol, but we've never actually gone. Yeah, it's fun. I enjoyed it every single time except for the time that I dislocated my knee and fractured my kneecap playing disc golf. But all the other times, I mean, that time was fun also until that happened. But all the other times were, you know, fun. Fun also. I like disc golf a lot. I like hiking and bike riding more, but disc golf is my... Disc golf or kayaking is my next favorite, like, outdoor activity, probably after biking and hiking. Yeah, do you play disc golf? Alright, I am not walking all the way out on those rocks, but like all the places I've been to are like the baskets with the poles and baskets. But you mean like it didn't have the baskets, just the pole in the middle? That sounds like hardcore disc golf for professionals. Right, so this is probably the nicest overlook from up here. Looks like people walk all the way over there. I don't really want to go that far until like a rock rolls over and then a bunch of them starts rolling down or something. I doubt that. They're probably all solid, but I'll hang out here or something for a few minutes. And then we'll head back down. If I could find a not mossy rock to sit on, that would be amazing. But they're all freaking wet and mossy. So I guess I'm just gonna stand up. Yeah, they're all like, I'm not, I'll... I play a couple rounds every now and then. Okay, cool. Oh, okay. Well, this is really pretty. Hello. Let me set my phone down real quick and someplace that's not too mossy. I'll sit it right here on the leaves. I'm gonna leave my jacket on, but I was gonna take my, because I'm actually cooling off now, but I was gonna get my water out real quick. I'm drinking water, so pretty nice. Also, does this other phone need to charge, or is it good on battery? Oh, it's good. It's actually still 57%. All right, now back to the view. I've been on stream a lot. I was actually on it earlier. I just don't normally keep it on. I don't know if you've ever seen what it looked like though. Maybe not. Because it's mostly always been baking streams. I don't do that many. Oh, so you're actually pretty good? Cool. I played disc golf quite a bit, but I am not very good at it. It's just fun. I don't really care if I'm good. It's just fun to play. Kind of play disc golf like I do Beat Saber, just for fun. It is, yeah. I need to go into the mountains more often. Very pretty. All right, now don't fall off the rock and kill myself while I'm putting the backpack on. Be good. Oh, I forgot. You can't hear me good because the mic's down there. All right. I was saying I need to go into the mountains and hike more, but I don't know if you can really hear it because I forgot I don't have the mic on. Oh yeah, so one other thing I wanted to show, the bike trail I was talking about earlier, that's it right there. That looks like that road under the power lines. That I've streamed there a few times. It's really pretty. You can see up this side of the mountain. It actually has nicer views in this trail because it follows the power line, or the power lines follow it a lot of the way. Yeah, it's on the other side of the valley. Actually, where I parked is most of the way, most of that distance. So I really actually have to walk back most of that distance, or at least half of it, before it gets dark. But yeah, that's really nice because the power lines follow the trail a lot of the ways. So like, just like it is there, and the trees are cut down under the power lines. So you have a lot of really nice views. That's especially because it's that just really steep rock area. But there's even a lot of places where the power lines are just cut down enough that you can see the mountains on this side. I want to do that again sometime. It's extremely pretty. Nice bike ride. But yeah. It is 30 minutes till sunset, so I guess I will head back down. I hadn't seen anyone else coming down. Yeah, I mean, what I'm more excited about is the Steam. I don't care about the console because I already have a computer. What I'm more excited about is the VR headset, the Steam Frame. But yeah, I heard about all of them. The Steam Frame and I did forget what it's just a Steam machine, I guess. The gaming cube, whatever people call it. All right, bye, fish. I hope you have a nice rest of your day. And I'll see you later. Ugh. All right. Made it down the steep part right there. That's not a natural trail. Oh, wait, why do you have to take your computer apart? And also, that sounds really fun. I hope you have a nice time playing BS. Yeah, I don't really care about the Steam machine because I already have a fast enough computer. I don't know if my current computer is faster or slower than what the Steam machine is going to be, but I don't really need a faster one. Alright, thanks, fish. I hope you have a nice time playing Beat Saber. That sounds fun. I've wanted to play since the other day, but it's been nice weather, and I'm trying to enjoy the nice weather while I can. While it's sunny instead of Beat Saber. But yeah, I do want the VR headset. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense, yeah. So you gotta... For a minute, I thought you meant take apart your tower. Like, I thought maybe you were getting new hardware or a new motherboard or something. You had to pull everything out. But yeah, just disassemble your whole desk setup, monitors and everything, which I guess can be like an all-day thing depending on how much stuff you have. Like for me, it'd be an all-day thing to disassemble my stuff and put it on a new desk, or maybe not all day but multiple hours, and get it all wire managed again. Yeah, it looks like it'd be really cool for what it is. Like, it's super, super small. And if you want something like that's not a laptop, it'll probably be cheaper than a laptop and maybe faster and less than other than, like, you know, really expensive laptops. Seems like it'd be a nice thing to, like, if you know, it's like a console basically, or a computer that you can take with you a lot. Like, if you didn't really need a laptop for it to be quite that functional, where you could, like, plug it up to the TV or have a monitor. Yeah, I guess I was saying, it's not really a laptop replacement. Like, you'd still want a laptop if you need a laptop, but if you're going to be someplace where you can plug it up to the TV, or you can carry it around with you and a monitor, then it'd be a lot easier to haul around than the desktop would be, and, you know, probably cheaper for what it is maybe than a laptop. I guess it depends on how much it ends up costing. But a nice, like, in-between thing. Like, it's basically if you want a portable desktop. Like, it's never gonna, I guess, be quite as good. It seems like it's mostly just for, like, consoles, and you can use it for, like, Steam, with the Steam controller, and, like, take it over to your friend's house and plug it up to their TV, where you didn't have to bring a screen. Like, I don't know that people really do that with their consoles anymore. They just play on the internet. Hello, and welcome. How are you doing today? Oh, the picture's starting to get not quite as nice because it's getting dark under the trees. Oh yeah, so this won't be quite the only thing else, just walking back to the car. Probably by the time I get to the car, it's gonna be getting pretty dark. But, I'll be driving back towards the, sunset. So there'll be a nice, like, the sky lit up. And I'm also going to stop, I think, at, Snoqualmie Falls. It's a waterfall that you can walk out to. And at night, they have lights shining on it. So it's lit up. So there'll be the rest of the hike, and then a drive mostly in the dark. But then there'll be a waterfall to look at, and then I'll probably in stream. So that'll all probably be like, what, another stream for another hour maybe by the time I drive there and look at and hang out at the falls a little bit. Buy a PC. Yeah. Wait, what do you mean Xbox just kind of gave up? Don't they still make new Xboxes? I don't keep up with consoles. I haven't bought a console in years and years, so I don't really know anything about them anymore. About new PlayStations or Xboxes. This is all leveled off here, like it used to be a road that came up here. Maybe an old fire road that kind of looked like it came up here and is cut into the hill there. I mean, it's not, I don't think they were exactly giving up. They're, I think, just trying to make more money. I don't know. I mean, exclusives are to try to sell consoles, but, like, if they're not selling that many more consoles, they could probably sell more games from PlayStation people buying them and make more than they would I don't know that that's actually giving up unless they stop making new consoles. Because they also started selling their PC games on Steam again. Like, they quit doing that and they made you buy them on the Microsoft Store, and a lot of people just didn't buy them. And I guess they didn't want to sell them on Steam because Steam takes a 30% cut. But I guess they decided they'd make more, selling more copies and having a less cut, and decided to do that. And I like that because I didn't like using the freaking, maybe it wasn't Microsoft Store, it was the Xbox app or whatever. I don't know. I hate exclusives. I think them spreading their games out is like one of the nicer things they've done in recent years. I'd rather just be able to buy whatever hardware I want and then play the games on that. Oh, okay. Like PlayStation selling more consoles, Sony selling more consoles. I mean, yeah, I didn't know that. Like I said, I don't keep up with consoles, so I don't know. And I know it kind of goes back and forth, like one generation Xboxes, well, like with PlayStation 2s and Xboxes, PlayStation 2s sold more, but they were out first also. And then PS3 sold like crap, if I remember right. And Microsoft sold more. Oh, okay. Selling more everything. Yeah, I mostly just play VR games. I'm kind of mostly, I don't know. I kind of mostly got bored of games that were like, before I got a VR headset, I was having a hard time even coming up with anything that I wanted to play. Like, I'd sit down and try to play a game for a little bit and be like, no, that's boring. And go play something else and be like, that's boring, and then just not play games as much. I kind of then started just watching Twitch more, because it was more fun watching someone play a game and reading chat and stuff than it was playing the same game that I wasn't really interested in that much. And then I got a VR headset, and that's kept me, like, I've been having fun with VR games still, but it's occasionally fun to go play some Overwatch or something, but I mostly just don't really hardly care about playing non-VR games anymore. Old 360 and my oldest PS4, but now I'm on PC. Yeah, I have a 360, and then I bought the Xbox One, like the first one. Just basically play Halo and Destiny, I think. And I didn't really ever even buy any more games for it. And then after that, I decided I just wasn't going to buy another console. I mostly bought Xboxes because I liked Halo. It was like kind of one of the first first-person shooters I really got into. But then they kind of tried to turn Halo into Call of Duty enough that I didn't really like it anymore. Or at least not enough to go spend money on hardware to play it. Right back down to there. That's the climbing area I stopped at earlier and we looked at. The grit scum. It's less steep here also, so I should make better time. little creek that goes under here. Oh yeah, this is back on this side where it kind of just follows this side of the hill, and it's just flat. So you can really make good timing up to that first climbing area. And then it just goes full on steep rocks and steps. And then it gets even worse after the sunshine slab area, like going up to the other place that I walked up to. Oh yeah, this is where I was talking about stumps. So actually I have plenty of daylight. Probably only take me like 10 minutes to get back to the parking lot, if it even takes that. Yeah, here's the giant stump in the trail I was pointing out. Doodly-doo. Yeah, so I was talking about on the way here, going here or up to the pass, the top of the mountains at the pass looked like they were completely snowy, like the ones that the ski slopes on. You can actually hike up those on the PCT. But it didn't look like that much snow, like just a few inches on the trees. Probably not too much where you could still hike fine and not be too slippery. I don't know. I wonder if people's been hiking it, if it's all packed down or not and stuff. But that could be a fun thing to do, go up there and hike in the snow. Like right now it'd be enough, like you could actually hike through it before later in the winter when it gets so deep that you need snowshoes. Alright, bye Glue. I'll see you later. Thanks for the ride again, and I hope you have a nice rest of your day. Yep, see ya. You see a little bit of snow up there on the like shaded side. This far down, it looks like just the shaded side of the mountains have snow, and then further up the valley, like all the mountains had snow, like shaded and sunny side, like going all the way up to like at the pass, like I was talking about hiking. Like the whole thing was snowy. Oh yeah, it might bob a little bit more now, but I switched it. I had it on wide angle, and it's getting dark enough that it's really pixelated. I think this looks a little better. I don't know, maybe it's not, but it doesn't. This is a little more pixelated, but way less bobbing around. Oh, so this part of the trail, I said that earlier, looked like an old fire road or something. This does also. So I guess that's part of why all this is so flat. Because this looks like it obviously used to be a road that was cut into the side of the hill. Like at least it's wide enough to be a road. And it's really steep on this side, like they just cut it into the hill. So I guess that's why the trail is all nice and smooth until you get off of the road and then it gets steep. Oh, it's getting lighter. We're coming out from under the trees. Look at some of the stuff like here. There's like an old tree trunk that fell over. That's you can't see it as good in the video. That's sticking out of the side, and like that one is up on the actual dirt. This one is growing out of the tree where it's hanging over, and its roots are going over into the hillside. Like eventually that thing's probably gonna rot, and then the tree's just gonna be hanging there in the air. Oh, well, I guess it's a little more in the ground than I thought. The ground comes out further here. It's just eroded more, but it's still right here is, I mean, down, there's some dirt up here, but it is eroded out all the way up under where the tree's at. So I guess it is hanging by its roots now. That's what's keeping all this dirt up and the half-rotted tree trunk. And then that's a pretty large one there growing out of that big stump. I don't actually go into the mountains that much here, so I still find it fascinating looking at the trees. You don't see that kind of stuff going on in the southeast. Like when I grew up, you didn't have trees growing out of stumps and falling over tree trunks and stuff like that. Yeah, this is a nice hike. I never even put my gloves on, and my hands are just now starting to get cold. Like, it was so warm going up the hill that I didn't even get sniffly. My hands didn't even freeze. And I guess even going downhill is enough work going down the steps that I stayed warm, nice and warm. We're down to the river again. I didn't really look at this earlier. Oh yeah, so here's a map. So I hiked up to that point right there. Cool. Yeah, I hiked up to that dot. That's the Dirty Harry's rest stop, is I think what it's called. And then I had thought about trying to make it to Dirty Harry's balcony. It's the same view looking up the valley, and you can see the interstate and stuff. It's just higher up. It'd be pretty cool, but I didn't leave, you know, early enough. So this is 0.3 miles, so 1.3 miles, and it was another 0.7. So actually, I could have made it if I had like another, like, you know, hour. It would have been pretty easy. But from there, the trail started getting really steep here and not looking like a trail as much. Which that is the steepest part, looking at the lines, and then it kind of levels out, and then it gets really steep going up here. But see, if you go all the way up here, like, I wasn't close to the whole trail if I wanted to go up to the top. And there's a trail that cuts off from here. I think it cut off right down here when I went over the bridge. That goes up to some more climbing. I think there's a overlook there, according to AllTrails. So I guess you could hike up there and probably see off west down the valley. Anyways, I'm glad you've enjoyed it. I've had fun also. It's fun, I mean, I like hiking by myself, but it's fun hiking and talking to chat also, and showing other people the really pretty trails and, like, you know, views and everything. Probably what I like the most. Like, I like getting to show everybody else that don't actually get to hike here. Yeah, this is a trail that cuts off to the other climbing. Climb at your own risk. Alright, no dump trucks coming. I heard a noise and looked down the road, and it's like headed down here. Yeah, so that one just slowed way down, and I just got over, and I guess it looked like I wasn't worried about having him drive by me, and just drove by. Which I was also just about not over the river at that point also. It's interesting. I was kind of expecting another dump truck earlier to, you know, just drive by slow, especially since I was only halfway across the bridge, and then he waited for me to get like all the way across. I wonder what they're doing. I've never seen dump trucks here. And there's like a whole bunch of them today. Seems like just about constantly going in and out. I think it's like a fire training place up there. Like, I think. Like Washington Department of Natural Resources or whatever. Like where they train like firefighters and stuff for like fighting forest fires. Like that kind of stuff. I think is what's up there. So I don't know why they'd be hauling around dump trucks. My legs are tired, but not as tired as I felt they would be. I definitely could have hiked all the way to the... Yeah, see, here's another one. It's just like constant dump trucks. I definitely could have walked all the way up to the, at least the Dirty Harry's balcony and not been too tired. No, still 2 cars. Anyways, I'm gonna pee real quick while we're here. And 2 hours, 3 minutes. It should be really close to an ads run. Is this app telling me? Oh wait, that's streaming on the phone. I restarted the stream. Let me look at Twitch app. 4 hours? Yeah, it should be like really close. 4 hours. Wait, what? That's saying 4 minutes. Wait, 2 hours and 45 minutes. I don't know what the Twitch app was on, but it wasn't loading right. I'm gonna go BRB screen, and I'll just manually run the ads like 15 minutes early, or 10 minutes early, however long, so they don't run when I'm driving. Because it'll be a few minutes before I'm back anyways. And so I'll pee and put the phone in the windshield of my car, and be back in a few minutes.
You wanna stay, and I just know I wanna go away. I wanna go away. I wanna go away.
wanna go away. I wanna go away.
Alright. I'm back. The interstate is loud. I should hook my wireless mic back up if I want you to be able to hear me well. And then we'll head on. Actually, I don't know how much I'll be driving. It's like a couple exits down the interstate to the waterfall. Oh, the other two hikers, two of them just got back from the van beside me. I didn't quite stay out later than everyone else. I got back and there's two other cars. There's a hub right here. I don't know if I need to do all this. Probably my phone's charged, or I could have just hooked the wireless mic up to straight to my phone and just ran it off battery. Oh, hi, Benny. Good. I just got back. Just got off the trail. Test, test, test. Okay, okay, it's working. To Snoqualmie Falls. It's a big waterfall on the Snoqualmie River. I don't remember which fork. The Snoqualmie River is like 3 different forks, and then they all run together in Snoqualmie. The one I just hiked over on the bridge is one of them. And then the waterfall is after they all run together. So what I just hiked over was South Fork, Snoqualmie River. And also the other waterfall we looked at earlier on the other side of the interstate at the hydropower place. And I'm going to go to a big waterfall, like once they all run together. So what are they all called? South Fork. And there's Middle Fork and North Fork. Alright, cool. Yeah, it'll be getting dark, but they have lights that shine on it in the evening. So it'll be like a lit up, like big waterfall. Probably like 15 minutes away. So 15 minutes or so of driving and then a waterfall. Yeah, I figured I would hike until it got completely dark. Or pretty dark. I actually got back with a little bit more light, but I've only been here a little bit and it's already getting quite a bit darker, so I didn't have much time left. Oh, the other car just got back. Well, I cut it as close as the other, like, late hikers. There's me and, like, two other groups that got back all, like, within 5 minutes of each other. Like, right when it's getting dark. I guess it's the people that want to use all the daylight they could. And they're great, either lucky or great at planning. Let's see, I'm not forgetting anything, am I? Nah, everything's hooked up. All right. Oh, really? Why? Oh, like gotta go, like you should go? I didn't know if you were being forced to go there for some reason. Like gotta go, or like you're having to go there for work or something, you know. Yeah, I've never been on that side. Yeah, I've never been on that side of the Rockies. I've gone to Colorado quite a few times, like the Colorado Springs a few times. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been to like Colorado Springs a few times and been to like Rocky Mountain National Park. That's like, you know, in the mountains kind of from Denver. And a couple times, but I've never been anything on like the west slope or whatever they call it. Yeah, that's really, really pretty. I really like Rocky Mountain National Park. It's one of my favorite places to go. It and Mount Rainier here, and some of the Olympic Peninsula here, and like the Smokies, like Smoky Mountain National Park, are like my favorite places out of all the places I've ever gone to. Like, just really pretty. Like Manitou, like right in the mountains from Colorado Springs. Yeah, Manitou Springs. I've spent the night there before in like a motel. And I've stayed in Colorado Springs a few times in like Airbnbs and in like a, I guess, motel. In Mueller State Park, that's up in the mountains from there. Oh, cool. Yeah, I really like it. It's really pretty. But have you ever been to Mueller State Park down there? It's like up, you go up through Woodland Park and stuff, and down some other highway, and it's just a little ways out there. Ooh. Yeah, I've never been there. That'd be pretty cool. There's still a lot of parks I want to go to. Well, it's really, really pretty. I've gone camping there. It's like beautiful. Like the only time I've camped there before was like it was a campsite like on that side of the mountain, and you could just see Pikes Peak from the campsite. So it was like just cool camping up on top of a mountain, being able to like, you know, look across the valley just at like Pikes Peak. And it's really pretty up there. Like, I mean, I just think all the mountains are pretty, but it's really pretty when you camp up there in the mountains instead of like staying in the town and then driving up. Like I've done like every time since then, is like, you know, stay down in Colorado Springs or something and drive up. Oh, yeah, I guess for you, you're just like, oh, that's freaking boring. I didn't even think about that. Like, you've seen it so much. Like, well, when I stayed there, it was the first time I had ever been to Colorado and the first time I had ever seen the Rockies. So, like, staying in the Rockies, and they look a lot different than the Appalachians, and then looking across and just seeing Pikes Peak and stuff, I was like, oh man, this is amazing. And you're probably, yeah, I know, I wasn't even thinking about that. It's just probably borderline boring for you. Like, it's just like, oh, whatever, like you just gotten so used to it. That is kind of, I guess, kind of cool being able to see it, but it's not like all inspiring, like. Uh-huh. Yeah, and since you grew up, you might not think like Mueller State Park is just like a campground and some hiking trails, and like it's not that cool compared to like a lot of national parks and stuff. It's just, if you've never been to the Rockies before and you don't live in the Rockies, it's pretty freaking cool. And really pretty, and there's some nice views from it. Uh-huh. So, oh, cool. Yeah, there's a lot of pretty stuff around where you live. Right lane closed, 3.5 miles ahead. Oh yeah, did you figure out how to, have you been using your camera any? I think the last time, or recently you were in here talking about you were using your camera, trying to get used to using it again. Cool. Oh, hello. Thank you for the follow. Ah, okay. Yeah, I think I need to get off at the next exit. Okay, so now that when I actually got out of the car there, like hiking, and I noticed how windy it is in this valley, now I understand why it's blowing my car all around. Oh, yeah, because I didn't think about that, because I've never edited my pictures, but I don't take really, fancy looking pictures. But I guess if you're, trying to be professional or whatever, like make really nice stuff, you take pictures and then learn how to edit them really well. Make them look like, super, super cool. Like, I've actually never tried editing pictures. I'll try to take, like, nice ones, however nice I can with my, like, phone, which is what I use to take pictures. And then, that's just them. Yeah, I guess I've just never tried. Like, it'd probably be a really cool thing to learn how to do. And I think if you don't want to make them look really different, you can just, I think, change the lighting a little bit and stuff and, make them look a lot better, but not, like, drastically different. Oh, I didn't get directions. I probably should have just gone onto the other exit, but you can get there this way just fine also. We'll just drive through town a little bit more. Yeah, mostly just get, better at, like, adjusting the lighting and just making it look, like, a little better. I think it's mostly, like, you can, adjust the lighting a little bit and get, like, an okay-looking picture and make it, look really nice and stuff like that. Yeah, I've been to the Great Sand Dunes. Actually, that was really cool. They sell boards there, and you can slide down like you'd use to go, like, sit down on snow or sand, and you can slide down the sand dunes. That's really fun to get one of those and just slide down the sand dunes. Yeah, it really is. And I thought they would just I didn't think they'd let you slide down the sand dunes. I expected to only be able to look at them. But, like, they sold boards at the visitor center, and you could just slide down. You know, I think there might have been certain places where you couldn't, but, like, there was all the parking areas around, like, the road, you could just go park wherever and just slide down the sand dunes. It was just a lot of fun. Yeah, you should. It was a pretty cool place. There's not a lot there. I don't know if I would say it's worth, if you're not going anywhere else, like, I don't know that it's worth driving 6 hours there and then 6 hours back. That truck really did not want to wait on me and the one car behind me. But, like, if you, drive down there and go to some other cool stuff. There's another cool thing, depending on how you go there, like, if you go down the interstate, I forgot the town. So there's a wildlife refuge about where you get off the interstate. Depending on, you can go all the way down to Los Lunas, is I think what it's called, and go that way, or you can go on this other road. I kind of went there one way and came back the other way, did a big circle. And there's a wildlife preserve that you can go to right where you get off the interstate, and then there's a Yeah, and if you do the big loop, I don't remember which road, so you'll have to, like, look, but there's a place called Valley of the Fires, is I think what it's called. And it's a big, like, valley with just a lava flow going through it, where there used to be, like dried up lava. And there's a little place you can stop there in a visitor center and a few little trails. They're just kind of short trails, but it's really cool, like, walking out this trail with just, like, lava on both sides. I've never been any place with, like, lava flows or anything. Yeah, so that could be cool. That's, like, pretty close. Like, I went and saw that on the way to Great Sand Dunes. So, like, if you want to do a 2-day trip, you could go, like, see the lava flows and stuff, because there wasn't much there. Like, it's only enough time to maybe spend, like, an hour there, unless you just, want to spend a whole bunch of time. But, like, it's kind of cool to spend an hour there, and if you've never seen lava flows like me. So, like, I don't think the park's worth going to by itself, but there's a lot of other cool stuff. Oh, like in California? Yeah, I want to go there also. Now that I live in Washington, that's a drivable distance also, instead of, like, it being across the country where I'd have to fly. Yeah, I really want to do that. I want to see Crater Lake also. I've thought about, I'd like to go spend at least a few days and drive, like, down through Oregon, maybe on, like, the east side of the Cascades, and go to, like, Crater Lake, and then could go down to Redwood and then come back, like, go up the coast. Because a lot of the coast there, I think, is really pretty, like going through Oregon and stuff. I think Oregon and California is where the highway follows, like, goes right along the coast. I think most of Oregon's like that also, and that could be a really fun, like, multi-day trip. Guess it'd have to be a few days, because I think from here the drive to like Redwood is like, oh, maybe it was just 8 hours. I was gonna say like 12, but I think 14 hours was like driving to San Francisco, or maybe 12. So maybe it's like an 8-hour drive. I might try to do that, like, I don't know, next summer or something. Road closed ahead. Oh, probably one of the side streets. Yeah, right there. It's really dusty there. And someone walking along the side of the road. Oh, it's a school with football going on. Oh, cool. Yeah, there's the closest I've seen is there's a some big trees in on the Olympic Peninsula in Washington. There's the highway there. The part where it goes right along the, like, 101 or whatever, it goes right along the coast. There's a little place, I think that's not in the park, it's like Forest Service area, but there's a giant cedar tree you can drive a little ways off the road and see. There's only there's one really, really huge one, and then a few others around in that part of the woods that are like close to the same size. Yeah, that sounds really fun, going there and camping in an area with a bunch of big trees. I've only been to Washington since I've lived here. I haven't ever been to Oregon at all. So I think going down to Redwood and seeing some of Oregon and like Northern California would be pretty cool. Cool. Did you just come, why did you come out here like to West Coast, just for vacation? Like, was that the point, just to go to the hiking stuff and nice stuff? Oh, dang, like, yeah, pretty large ones. Oh, okay. And like stayed for a while and got to do some of this stuff. Yeah, that sounds like a really nice summer trip. Day, haha. Cool. Oh, okay. You got to see a bunch of Oregon then? Oh. Oh, cool. Wait, Boston, like Massachusetts? Or is it, or you mean like there's a Boston City in Oregon? I didn't know you mean if you meant if that's where you stayed in Oregon, or if you've stayed in Oregon and also stayed in Boston. Oh, okay. Well, I think that's, yeah, the city in Oregon. Oh, they have their Christmas lights up, the reefs and everything. Oh, okay. Well, cool. Yeah, cities like Boston, I just think like Boston, Massachusetts. But like, there's probably, I'll always just think of the, popular city or whatever. There's a whole bunch of Christmas lights over there on the side. I keep forgetting that, like, it... Oh, okay. It keeps seeming like it's not that close to Christmas. Oh, they put lights on the train. So this would be cool if I ever come back here in the day and I can stream it. There's a little bitty, basically train museum. It's not really a museum, it's just trains outside. But they have, old steam engines and stuff here. Like on an old train track, and you can walk down beside them. There's a couple different kinds of steam engines and stuff. It's cool to look at. And I guess if you come this time of year, they have Christmas lights on them. Yeah. It's just there used to be an old railroad. It's an old... Well, actually, this isn't an old logging railroad. This is a railroad that went over the Cascades. Because it's the same railroad that at least I think it's the same railroad that Bike Trail's on. Yeah, that'd be cool. That's something I'd like to see that I've never seen. I've never been... The closest I've been, to Southwest U.S. is, I've been in Colorado, and I've been to New Mexico one time. And that's when I went to, Great Sand Dunes National Park and stuff. Alright, we're basically here. To the waterfall. Oh, last week or whenever you could see them? Yeah, it sucked. You were supposed to be able to see them here, and there was 2 nights that you were supposed to be able to see them, and the first night it was cloudy, and the next night it was cloudy and freaking raining. So I didn't get to see them at all. There were some people that took pictures of them through the holes in the clouds in Seattle, the first night. And there were a few holes in the clouds, where I lived also, but I never got a good picture, at least not from my phone, where you could see any of them. Which might have been too much light pollution, where I needed to go out into the mountains. Oh, Yeah, I think it was the year before last, there was a couple nights in the fall that you could see them. I've seen them here one time then. Drove into the mountains a little bit and got some, pretty good pictures of them. Oh, So I've actually, seen... So what internet is it using? AT&T, not much T-Mobile. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've only ever seen Northern Lights one time, and that was the year before last when you could see them really well. like, there was one night where they were really bright. Like, you could supposedly see them all the way down to, like halfway down the U.S. And I got to see them pretty good then. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna put my warmer jacket on. So here, you guys look at the ceiling real quick while I do that. And then we'll walk over there. There's more people than I thought there would be. Oops. I always forget that my phone, I turn it around the other way in the car. So then when so the phone holder's not in the way. So then when I am walking and I hold it, and grab it normal. I grab it with my hand over the camera. You'd think I'd stop doing it by now, but I keep doing it still. So, this says it closes at dusk, but it's all lit. And I've come here before in the night before also, and like, there's just people all over the place. So, and it's so windy, like going through this bridge, it wants to blow you over. So I figured I'd come here again, and there's even more people in the parking lot this time. Yeah, this is like one of those places, like, it has lights. Why are there lights? And why do they have lights shining on the falls at night if it closes? Like, what's the point in having any of the lights if no one's going to use them or see them? But so it's one of those weird things. It's like, okay, so is it actually supposed to be closed or is it not? So, I just come here. No drone or UAV flying allowed. It's a pretty big waterfall. And it's been raining quite a bit also, so there's quite a bit of water going over. Uh-huh. Yep. Yeah, pretty cool. Hi, Gary. How are you doing? If I can, I put my jacket on, but I'm still cold just sitting in the car with the heat turned up too high. I'll stop. Once I stop shivering, the phone will stop shaking. It's really, really windy here. I'm always like this. I just shiver for the first few minutes and then I warm up and I'm fine. I'm good. I went on a nice hike and I felt since I was driving home, yeah, I'm pretty cold right now after just getting out of the car, but I've been warm all day. What kind of views you can see of it. So they have other lights like these right here in front of me that aren't turned on. So I think sometimes they maybe do. Maybe they don't use them anymore, or maybe they're turned on in certain events. So there's lights here that can shine on the whole falls, but so you can pretty much still see the whole falls even with the lights in the falls. Yeah, today was a really nice day. It was like nice and sunny and warm enough that hiking, I never even put my gloves on, and I stayed warm because I, walked enough to generate enough heat that stayed like toasty warm. Caution stairway. Don't fall down the stairs. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Hello. I'm going down to one more place where there might be I think there's a view of the bottom of it better. You can't see it really well, but you can a little in the dark. Oh, that's the only reason I'm kind of cold. It's freezing up here with the wind. The wind blows a lot. There's like huge gusts. Wait, what? I'm not sure what Twin Peaks vibes mean. Alright, we'll walk a little bit more down here. See if I can see yeah, I've never seen it, so I guess that's why I didn't know. Yeah, you can even see right down there is where they put the water back in the river. So this is a hydroelectric place. So they take some of the water out, like right up above the falls, and it goes through the mountain there, and then they have turbines. And right down there is where there's a place, you can see it better in the day, where it dumps back out. So I guess it'd be even cooler if it was like the full amount of water. I don't know how much water they take out compared to how much is going down the river, but pretty cool. don't know. I think the trail past here goes. Looks like another overlook closed due to icy conditions. Oh, they have a closed due to icy conditions sign that they can put up. I don't remember if I've walked down past there or not. It looks like there's another overlook right down here. There's also a trail here that goes... At some point here it turns into a hiking trail, basically, and it goes all the way down to the bottom of the valley. And there's another, like, park area down there. I think it has a boat launch and stuff where you can put in at the, creek. But you can walk all the way freaking down to the bottom pretty much. That's, I guess, about the same view. Oh, this just ends right here. I don't know where the other trail cuts off. There is another trail that goes all the way down to the bottom. Oh, okay, this does go out, and that'll be a good view. I guess this right over here is part of the power generation stuff. Oh yeah, there's water coming out right down there. Or there's water going through there. So if I remember right, they have two flumes. They have, they take out water and one of them goes through that mountain or hillside and it comes out there. The other one runs through here and goes there. So I think the water you can see down there is, where it goes in for the turbines. If I'm holding the phone with just one hand and not holding onto it good enough, I think it might actually blow it out of my hand. Alright, I guess I'll just take a picture of this map real quick, and then I think I'll head back. So freaking windy. To blow you over. I'm kind of used to it being windy some in the southeast, but then I moved to Washington and there's hardly ever any wind here ever. At least not in towards the city. Yeah, my hands are freaking freezing. They didn't get cold during the whole hike, but they're freezing now. So you can see the trees blow around. That's just the normal wind. And then like the huge gusts come by that just try to like, blow you over. So here, one of these lights are running and the other one's off. So they have some lights back around there shining on just one of these. Alright, I guess I'll head back to the car. Just one more good view, and then we'll head back. I'm really cold. See this. $5.22. I could keep streaming and we could just chat, but it's dark, so you're not going to be able to see anything other than headlights on the interstate. Or I could just stop at the parking lot. The sky's just barely still lit up, but it's pretty much, that's the last of the light left. What this place is here with the, I think it's some fancy restaurant, but look, they have like torches or something burning out there. Oh, it's this place. His lodge and spa. Alright, bye, Mr. Winnie Cat. Hope you have a good night. That was fun to watch. I had a lot of fun also. It was a good hike and everything. Yeah, I'll see you later. Hope you have a nice rest of your night. So here's a bunch of plaques that like tell about some of the stuff. Finding power in water. Oh my goodness. Okay, well it looks that fancy. Like, you see the torches burning outside and stuff? Like, they have literal, up by the door, like, outside fires or torches or something. Like, it just looks pretty much like that fancy. Snoqualmie Falls Power Plant became a source for electrical power in 1899. Interest in excess increase. As word caught on about the beauty of Snoqualmie Falls, people began to find their way to this magnificent place. Oh, okay. So you can get rooms of, dang, waterfall balcony. The railroads came to the Snoqualmie Valley in the 1880s, bringing community development, tourists, and the materials and equipment for building a hydropower plant at Snoqualmie Falls. That is cool. I've read about some of this before. It's a All Puget Sound Energy. There's a bunch of stuff back there that tells about it more, but you can't see any of it at night. This stuff here is lit up pretty well. I'm reading all the stuff backwards, obviously, though. I think it might stop. I'm cold. It's really windy up on this ridge also. I'll maybe try to come back here sometime in the daytime. It'd be cool to see. I don't know how far I could walk down, if I could walk all the way down in the valley and have I assume cell service might cut off if I go down in the valley, but like it'd be fun. There's a hiking trail that goes all the way down. That'd be fun to go on, and you'd probably have a view of the falls from the bottom. Yeah, that's crazy that place is so expensive. Mega expensive. All right, dang, we made it back. Let me look at the traffic real quick and decide if I'm gonna stop here. I'll probably just go ahead and stop here because there's not gonna be anything to look at other than the road with the headlights on it.
Recording started. Wi-Fi is on.
Oh, my hands are ice cubes. I didn't bring my gloves because they were fine all today and I wasn't thinking about being that windy, but that was freezing. Yeah, I think I'll just go ahead and find someone to raid now. Since it's already dark. I've been streaming some of the time after it gets dark, but they're kind of boring. Or they can be. I don't think the traffic's kind of bad, so I think I'm gonna stop at Costco in Issaquah. I went to Costco a couple weeks ago, but there's a couple things I forgot to buy, and so since I'm driving right by one, I think I might go there. Hopefully it won't be too busy this time of day, so I wouldn't go that much longer anyways, so I think I'll just go ahead and stop here. Yeah, at least it's not weekend busy, at least not according to Google Maps. So I guess let me see who there is to raid. Yeah. I don't think it hardly ever gets as busy as on the weekend. I know it'll probably be busy because it's everybody runs by on their way home from work type of day, or time of day. But not like Costco on the weekend here is absolutely horrible. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. And you've been here like the whole stream. Like you showed up like 2 or 3 minutes in. Or something like that, and you're still here. Oh, yeah, the food court is really, really cheap. Like, go get food on your way home. Well, I'm only gonna go in and buy like a couple things anyways. Oh, I need to buy a battery. Beryl needs a new battery for her car. That's one of the things I knew I was thinking I needed to go to Costco because there's a couple, like I forgot to buy any cheese last time. Can you imagine not buying cheese? And cheese is really good to eat. And we've eaten most of our cheese. So it's like, and it's a lot cheaper there than it is at the grocery store. So like, I was gonna buy cheese and a few things, and I guess I'll probably get a battery. Yeah, cheese. Cheese is so good. You can just basically live off of just cheese. So it's like you can't run out of cheese. Capital letters, just cheese. And I love cheese. I guess Saria does too, also. Cheese is just, pretty freaking tasty and amazing. Oh, really? Okay, nice. I still live off of, halfway off of cheese. Or, like, cheese flavored stuff. Like, if you go buy, like crackers or anything, like, I like cheese crackers. Like, anything, just cheese or cheese flavored is just freaking, delicious. That's why I thought that was funny. Her tapping cheese, and then what would Saria say about that right after? So I'm trying to figure out who I'm going to raid. This is early, really early in the day for me to be stopping. I normally beat Saber later in IRL stream later, but it gets dark at 4:30 p.m. now. And by 5:30, there's no daylight at all left. Like, I looked today, the sunset was at 4:29. Because I was like, oh, how short is the day today? Like, I hadn't looked at when the sunset is recently. When is sunset? And I was like, wow, it's before 4:30. That's a little depressing. It's weird though. Normally every year when the time changes and it starts getting dark this early, I just get really depressed, and then I'm like, why did I ever move to Washington? I hate it here. I need to go back or something. But and when it gets really rainy also, because it starts raining a lot in November, and it gets dark at 4:30, and it's just freaking too depressing, all of it all in one go. But this year it hasn't really bothered me. It was actually more depressing, me dreading it before it started. And then all the rain started, and I kind of just, and it's like, oh, this is fine. I'll just play Beat Saber inside, or I'll just go out in the rain. And, I mean, it hasn't been the nicest, but it's been, completely tolerable. So, this is the first year I've lived up here, and I haven't, by November been being like, why did I ever move to Washington? It sucks. This year, so it's actually kind of fine. I don't really mind it. I guess I just needed that many years to get used to it. Half listening and perked up to mention of cheese. Yeah, I would also. If I was half listening and talking about cheese, I'd need to say something. I think one of your streams recently, people brought up cheese or something, and I wanted to say something, but I was watching in the kitchen cooking, and my hands were dirty, and I couldn't go tap on my phone. I guess so, yeah. I mean, that makes sense. The first year I came up here was the worst. The first year is like, part of the way through the winter, I'm just like, I can't take this anymore. Like, I went and visited my parents and actually saw some sunshine, and I was just like, I just can't take this. This is just like by April or by March or something, I was just done with it. I was just like, this is like not a nice place to live. I need to escape it for at least a couple of weeks. And yeah, now it's just like kind of fine. No, I really think, I thought about it a few days ago when I realized I hadn't been being depressed feeling, and I'm just like, well, maybe I'm depressed all the time now, and I just don't realize it. And then, you know, you don't have to start feeling depressed if you just are. And I thought about it, and I was like, no, I don't think I am. It's like, I think it's just been, you know, not minding the rain that much. And like last weekend, it rained all day, Saturday and Sunday, but like Saturday afternoon, I went on a walk with Errol for a while and just put on a rain jacket and walked around through the rain, and it was kind of torturous to begin with, but I ended up enjoying it and being glad I went on a walk. So, you know, I still had this, I was kind of half talking and half looking at who to raid, because there's like not that many people that I've watched recently. So we can do Void Star. I raid him a lot, but that's Overwatch 2 or Beat Saber. I think people probably like Beat Saber more. And Beat Saber is just people I haven't watched in a long time, that I'm following at least. Oh, yeah, that sounds horrible. So I guess you were basically, forced to get used to it. Like, you probably got freaking sent here, and then had to stay here and do all that stuff, and after that, you're like, okay, the weather's fine. I think I'll just stay here, even when I don't have to now. Or something. I didn't think about that. You might have not come to Washington by choice. I mean, I would have never decided to just move here either, not on my own. Like, it's way too freaking expensive. There like ain't no way I'm gonna live here if I can live in welcome to being a duck. Oh, okay. You were like, huh? Like, didn't understand it, and then like 2 months later, you're just like, oh, I hate it. I think I'll raid Mousy. I don't think I've ever raided Mousy, but I followed them a few weeks ago, so I know who they are now. Yeah, yeah, it's like, yeah, I understand that really well. I came up here, first time I ever came up here, I flew up here in July and stayed like July and August. and then flew back to Tennessee in like September, and then drove back up here like in October with my stuff. So July and August was just like, you know, beautiful weather, and nice and like in the 70s instead of being like in the 90s like it is in, you know, the Southeast. And it was like, oh, well, this is amazing and everything. And people told me, you know, it rained all winter, but it's like, well, even if it rains all winter, you have the nice summer, so it can't be that bad. And then I moved up here, and I think the rain started literally the day that I got here. Because, like, it was sunny the drive up here, and it was supposed to be sunny and nice, like, in Seattle also. And then it got, like, cold and started raining that evening, like the evening I drove in. And just rained for, like, weeks, it seemed like. And I was just thinking, like, oh my gosh, what have I done? Or something. But yeah, anyways. It's taken me like 4 years, but I'm finally used to it. Oh, it's nice. I've never liked the cold. I've always frozen in the cold. And last winter, I finally got out in the cold enough. I got used to it, where I felt like my body could actually stay warm, and I didn't just feel like I was freezing. And I was worried that I would burn up in the summer, or if I got used to the summer again, then I'd have to get used to the cold again. But the couple of days that it got up into the 90s this year, that didn't bother me any more than it normally does, being in the 90s. And it took me like the first few weeks that it got cold, like down in the 50s, I was really like freezing when I was used to it being in the 60s and 70s. But after a few weeks of that, and as much as I've been going outside, I'm pretty used to it now. Like, I went mountain biking last week when it was it was like 55, and it was like 55 today, but still I used to freeze when it was 55. So, it seems like getting used to the cold has carried over to this winter, so I don't have to torture myself for a month to get back to that. Anyway, I think the raid's probably fixed to start. So bye, everybody. I hope you all have a nice rest of your